Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. We talking practice.
Hey, this is Matthew Harvey with the 12 o'clock siren, recording in the 903 Broadband Studios at Cowboy Corner on the southeast side of the downtown Leonard Square. On my left hand is an empty chair.
Yep.
Across from me is Jason Fuller.
Yeah, I don't have a cool
Howdy,
nickname.
Jason.
What's up?
I didn't have anything lined up for you.
That's okay. I'm generic.
I'm going to leave it with James. But he just gives you Jason Fuller, doesn't he? He doesn't do anything special for you.
He never does anything cool.
I'm a little irritated. He doesn't do more for you.
I'm always jealous that he gets nicknames, and I'm just me. Generic Jason.
You need to talk to him.
I will.
Give you a better intro on that.
I will.
Sorry I failed you.
So the reason James isn't here is he is fulfilling his Air Force Reserve duties in Alaska, in Fairbanks, right?
Yep. Freezing, from what I understand.
Yeah,
Negative 27. From what I've seen about cold, I've been in probably 0 is probably the coldest I've experienced. It's all about the same. You know,
I think around here the coldest I remember it was the teens, possible single digits once.
Yeah.
And it's cold.
Yeah. It snowed here recently.
It did.
But since then it's been decent. Little rain here recently, but all in all right.
Yeah.
We just talked to Justin Perry of JNL Construction and Leonard High School graduate.
JNL Roofing Contractors here in Leonard, Texas.
What did I say? Construction?
Yeah, that's okay. They do construction as well. They do it all.
All-encompassing term. That was a good talk.
Yeah, that was good. It's good to have JP on.
Cool to see a guy that went to high school here, giving back to the community and involving people, from the area in his business, and overall just having a successful go at it.
JP's got it going on, man.
They're doing good work. We appreciate him coming out. We talked about doing some koozie giveaways and stuff for the scavenger hunt, which we haven't forgot about.
We did. JP let it be known before he left that he would like to be involved with what the siren is doing around here, which is basically just talking about stuff.
Yep, we appreciate his support.
We do. We appreciate everybody's support. 903's been huge.
Yeah.
903
they certainly
Broadband
have.
is our first official sponsor.
Yep, that was a big one this year, and that's how we're going to upload this episode after we finish.
That was big for us, and we have some other big stuff coming up.
We do. We have, first off, I put something out on Facebook today about getting having people send me some videos. And those videos include just saying, welcome, and then saying, welcome to Leonard, kind of enthusiastically.
Yeah.
I was kind of vague about it. But what it is, it's for the hometown makeover.
Is that HGTV?
It's on HGTV. It's a TV show called Hometown Makeover. They are going to do an entire town renovation. Not the entire town, I presume, but bits and pieces. But the basis of the contest is to come out to a certain town that they pick and give it a little facelift. So I ran around town last week and took some drone footage and just some.
Yeah, you sent me that, and it's good stuff, man.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I think it's a good start. Real
Cool.
good start.
Yeah, I just took some basic, footage from town and did a little goofy voiceover with it, and with the help of people sending me videos, I think we've got a good edge on this thing.
Yeah, this town has a lot of character, man. And if we could get that out, I think they would love this place. HDTV would take one look at Leonard and be like, yep, that's the place.
Character and good bones.
Oh, for sure.
That's what James and I have always said. It's got a lot of good bones, like just from houses to the square to just its place in geography.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I'm trying to put together a video to submit for that, and maybe we can get some attention here.
Does Leonard, have they gone away from the biggest little town in Texas moniker?
I was going to ask that, and maybe that's a better question.
I loved that, and I don't see it on the Welcome to Leonard sign anymore.
I've seen a banner around the square, pictures of it anyway, that says that. And I wonder if it was abandoned by, I'm not sure.
With the chamber be
But
over that? Or?
maybe the chamber had something to do with it. I know there's a sign coming into town on
Mhm.
78 that said that. Do you
yeah,
remember
on
that?
69 across from where the city park is.
Yeah.
There used to be one there, and it said biggest little town in Texas.
Okay, so it did say one
Mhm.
there. Yeah, I'd like to know what happened to that.
Yeah, I wondered
I
that
thought
lately.
that was good.
When we started talking about this stuff, I wondered if that was still something that we use, but maybe Cheryl or someone could tell us that.
I got a trivia question for you. Do you know what relatively large city uses that same slogan?
I don't.
Reno, Nevada.
Oh, yeah, okay. I did know that,
Yeah,
actually.
you probably did.
I did.
I think
now
it's
that you mention it.
somewhat well known. Biggest little city maybe
Yeah.
in the world or in the country or
Yeah.
whatever it is. But yeah, hopefully that'll bring some people here, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Submission date is like February 7th.
Yeah, they'll love Leonard. HGTV.
Some more to come. We'll share that whenever the time comes.
This town could use it, man.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
appreciate you doing the legwork and all the
Yeah.
heavy lifting on that.
Mm.
All the drone footage.
I like that stuff.
You're
I
good
like
at it,
drones.
man. What you sent me today, I was like, wow, that's really good.
Hey, thanks. Thanks a lot. It took 3 batteries. That's the problem. The big problem is batteries. That's what in insurance, like Justin was saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's like between batteries and insurance, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Just think of what we could do if it wasn't for being held up by those two things.
I know.
So what else is
wild.
coming up?
We got some big guests.
Lay it
coming
on me.
up.
Tell me who these big guests are.
Number 1, we landed at Eddie Sudduth.
Eddie Sudduth.
It's going to be on next week with James. He'll be back.
Fellow Leonardites will know that name.
Which he gave me some homework to do.
Eddie did?
Yeah.
Cool. What did he give you?
dropped off some DVDs
Very cool.
for our little discussion about Leonard, Texas, and his role in it. But he gave me a photographic diary or journal of Leonard, Texas, and watched it last weekend with Jim, and it's pretty cool. I think we've got some stuff to talk about.
So it's what is it called? A photograph?
I don't know. I'm paraphrasing here. A photographic journal of Leonard, and it dates back to pre-1900s.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of cool old square photos and old town and college and.
Is it
stuff like that.
narrated?
No, it's just got like a little saloon-style piano music underlay to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, the piano's pretty good for.
If there were a documentary about Leonard narrated by someone from Leonard, who do you think would be the narrator?
Garrett Todd comes to mind first.
Okay. That'd be a good
Just
one.
off the top of my head.
That'd be a good one.
Oh man, you got me there.
Yeah, it has to be somebody with a interesting like voice.
Yeah, I like Greg Mueller's voice.
Yeah.
I think he might be good.
Greg's good. Greg is Americana, Leonard, Texas, man.
Yeah,
He's a good dude too. He's a heck of a singer.
Yep, that he is.
For those that don't know.
So yeah, Eddie Sudduth coming in January 30th. Coming in hot. Should
Coming
be a
up
good one.
fast.
Got a lot of questions for him, and I'm probably answering a lot of questions from previous episodes that we've talked about.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Little Leonard
Eddie will be
gems.
great. We've talked about having Eddie for a while.
Does he manage the History Museum?
He may. He may very well.
Curator?
I can't speak
Or just
on
involved in like maybe the committee?
that. I'm pretty sure he's on the committee.
We'll find out more.
Yeah.
After that, lined up so far, and we may have somebody in between. I'm not quite sure.
We have a big fish coming up.
We have a big old fish coming up. A college head coach.
Yeah, he has coached at the Division I college level football.
From Murray State to Ole Miss in Arkansas.
Arkansas in between. He had a lot of success at Arkansas.
Yep.
He coached the Razorbacks in the
early 2000s.
Yeah, late 90s, early aughts, I think.
Yep. Mr. Coach Houston Nutt.
Houston Nutt, and he is on
to do an episode with
network television these days.
He's on CBS. I think the college kickoff is what he's on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk to him. He actually goes to my gym, and I see him from time to time. And when I approached him about doing this, he was interested in doing it, and oblige. So we're really excited to get him on here.
That's,
Should be a good episode. Got a lot to talk about.
that's really cool, man. That's a big get for us. Somebody like that wants to come on our little old talk show.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he wanted to.
He was persuaded.
He was probably irritated.
How much do you have to
that I
pay him?
asked. Yeah. Well, I asked him if he'd do a podcast, and he actually said he just got done doing a
Oh,
podcast.
cool.
So maybe it's something he might enjoy doing. I don't know.
So you asked him if he wanted to do an even smaller podcast?
Yeah. Would you like to do one nobody's heard of?
That's
He's
cool.
like, oh yeah, that'll do wonders. For
I'm
my
excited,
career.
man.
Sure.
I love talking football.
Yeah, he's a super nice guy too. Really energetic, and just smiling. He's always in a good mood. Of course, I always see him at the gym. And little context here. My brother and I usually play basketball at the gym, and we take one half of the court, and usually the other side of the court is like a pickup basketball game, 5 guys. But we'd see him in there routinely at the same time, like noonish
Hooping?
or so.
He's in there hooping?
Yeah, he's in there hooping it up with the best of them.
Wow.
And
Is he good?
yeah.
Cool. That's
He,
cool.
I guess he played basketball in high school
That's cool.
and I think college.
Wow. And he coached football.
Yeah. Well, he played football and college and basketball.
Wow.
Yeah,
Check that out.
in college. I've done a little research so far.
I'm going to do some research in the coming weeks, but I'm a football nut.
Yeah.
And so this
Well,
ought
you're
to be
going to
good.
love Houston Nut.
Yeah. So this ought to be good.
Perfect. Yeah, he would always be playing pickup on the other side, and if they were down a couple guys, of course they were looking at us to come play.
Sure.
And we've got our routine. We just don't play. We just have our routine. And he'd always give us crap about oh, come on guys, y'all are young. Come over here and play. He'd say he's got bone on his knee is what he told us. And we're like yeah, good good argument, but yeah, I ended up seeing the Blind Side, the Blind Side of the movie.
Yeah.
He
He cameoed in that.
Yeah,
right?
he's got a little montage, cameo in a montage, and I saw it, and then like 2 weeks later, I saw him at the gym, and me and Brett, just kind of did a quick 12 o'clock siren to him, just asked him, a couple questions about the movie and just his kind of career overall. And Mitch Mustaine was what he brought up as being the most memorable athlete.
Is that
that he
a
worked for.
quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback.
And he
Yep.
was like controversial. Controversial.
Yeah, it was a whole controversial deal. A nearby high school to the college is who he played for in high school, and then a bunch of other guys, 4 guys I think from that high school ended
Mhm.
up getting recruited with Arkansas. It's kind of a big
that's
a
cool.
taboo conversation, but really interesting. A lot of
You don't think he'll mind if we bring it up, do you?
we'll get into it, I'm sure.
Very cool. And we talked about maybe if he had time, getting Coach Fletcher to come sit in.
Yeah, that's the goal, is to get Fletch to come up here and ask 5 questions.
Yeah.
And I won't make it an embarrassing song for that one. I'll try to have my production on point.
You should do like John Fogerty, put me in, coach, or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That is Fogerty, right?
I couldn't tell you, but no, is that not
It's a
Seeger?
baseball song, but
That's not Bob Seger, is it?
I don't think so.
I assumed it was Bob Seger.
I want to say it's Fogerty. It might be Credence, but
Cool.
yeah, it's a baseball song, but still, it'll translate.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, when I brought up Blindside around him, he goes, 16 seconds. That's his first response. That's how long I was in it.
I wonder what he made.
I don't know. He said it took forever, I think.
Yeah,
Just movie stuff.
it's a good movie.
16 seconds took 15 hours to shoot. So Mr. Houston, Coach Houston Nut, sorry. I said
Yeah, that'll be
Mr.
cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking forward to that.
Yeah, one more rather big fish, too.
Who do we got after
This is going
that?
to be a little different one because it's going to be a phone interview. But we have, thanks to Leona Morgan up at Quick Check, gave me this info. Clint Lawrence, of recent newsworthy, or he was in the news as being pardoned by President Trump. But he has, we've made contact with him, and he's interested in phoning in to the podcast and letting us talk to him. So that's very exciting, and all kinds of controversy surrounding his pardon, and we want to get him to tell his part of the story.
That's cool, man. That's a bunch of big fish in a row.
Yeah, it just kind of came in a wave. But he's going to be on February 28th.
Well, you got me hooked.
Right on.
See what I
Speaking
did?
of big fishes, Yeah, let me just reel that one in. But in the meantime, there's a Super Bowl going on.
There is, and it's going to be interesting for once. No Patriots.
What do you think? Yep, that's good to see.
Mahomes is a Texas boy.
Yep.
Taking on the Niners, and I'm excited.
Good.
I'm really excited.
Got any plans for the Super Bowl?
I've been invited to some Super Bowl watch parties.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
I prefer to watch it at home usually.
I was going to say, what's your Super Bowl
I love
party?
the food and stuff, and I like being with everybody, but I generally am not cheering for the same team, or I'm watching it for the commercials or this and that. And I'm not a do stuff before I go to work kind of guy.
Yeah.
So Sundays I usually chill out.
Yeah.
That's why I like to watch it at home. But
Super Bowl Sunday to me is good to be comfortable in your own room,
Yeah.
or in your own house.
yeah, you're wearing your fat pants and you got your
Yeah.
feet kicked up and you got nachos all over you.
People can't see how much you're eating.
Yeah. Maybe you don't wear pants at all that day.
Got any traditions, any foods or anything?
I like the jalapeno poppers, man.
All right.
I'm a sucker for those things.
Okay.
We'll probably do something like that.
I don't know if this is Super Bowl, but Ashley Hartley actually used to make an amazing like cream cheese candied jalapeno thing with Triscuit crackers.
Whoa.
Oh my Lord.
That sounds amazing.
Ashley whipped that up because I haven't seen that at any of their events. And I'm not sure if she did away with it.
She better not.
It was really good. A cream cheese log with like candied jalapeno, and that was the key. Boy, it was good.
Speaking of the Hartleys, you and I and a few others went to the Hartley residence this past weekend and watched UFC.
We sure did.
And it was a disappointing main event.
It was short.
It was. It was the outcome some expected with Conor McGregor defeating Cowboy Cerrone. But I don't think anybody called 40 seconds into the first round.
That's pretty quick.
By shoulder strike. I
Right.
think he broke his nose by a shoulder strike and then a leg kick, and that was pretty much it.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but the shoulder strike is somewhat new.
I don't know
In
if
the
it's
world?
new. It's just
Just
not used
not
a lot.
used.
Especially, they were in a clinch, and I would have guessed in a clinch that would favor Cowboy Cerrone.
Right.
He's the bigger man. He's had some success in the Muay Thai clinch before, and McGregor got the best of him with shoulder strikes. I think the second one broke his nose, and then it was kind of downhill from there. Have you ever been hit in the nose?
No.
Your eyes start watering, you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes instantly hard to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what happened. But I
Mm.
think it broke his nose.
Yeah, it looked like it did.
Excuse me.
They were pretty impressive, and then Cowboy even gave him credit on those strikes as not even knowing where it came from.
Yeah, he didn't prepare for that, but Conor said that he had actually kind of inserted that into his repertoire for that fight.
I guess if, like you said, he's got the upper hand with the
Sure.
body, you got to find something.
He was
right?
anticipating a clinch,
Yeah.
apparently. But one thing interesting is I've watched a lot of McGregor fights and Cowboy too. Cowboy is naturally around that weight, and they fought at 170 pounds, whereas McGregor has moved up. He's
Right.
a smaller frame, and he fights typically 145 is where he had his first success, 155. I think he held belts in both, and he was the first to do so maybe at the same time. And now he's up at 170, which he doesn't necessarily have to cut weight to make 170.
Right.
Whereas guys like Cowboy Cerrone, who are a little bit bigger, do have to, and I think that directly affects cardio and your strength coming into the fight.
Right.
So
You saw the comparison, the video.
yeah,
the
and you
photo
can
comparison.
tell when they're standing side by side, both guys are 170 pounds, and Conor, he's a little smaller, but he has some mass, and Cerrone looks almost emaciated. So that's got to play into the
Oh, yeah.
fight, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's
anyway,
two
that's
different body styles, really.
that's a hot sports
Just weighing
opinion.
the same thing.
That's a Jason Fuller hot sports opinion right
you
there.
like, that's about the most.
I
can
think the
contribute to.
weight cut may have contributed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Or lack thereof. So anyway,
You got bigger, bulkier McGregor and a more lean.
yeah. If you and I were to do anything athletic, and you had to cut weight and watch what you eat for weeks on end,
And you bulk up.
and then I don't have to do anything like that,
Yeah.
I would think that would play into my favor.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, it was interesting.
I'd
It was a
agree
fun
with that.
time. So we had a good night at the Hartley residence with Daniel Sudduth and his lovely lady friend, and Brandon Dunman, Angie Dunman, some
Yeah.
kiddos.
I told Brandon to come in.
Yeah,
sit in
we'd
with
like
us
to
tonight.
get Brandon on here
We
sometime.
got 2 empty seats here.
Hey, what's up,
No
Matthew?
Brandon. Yeah.
What's up, James?
You remember that time?
I don't know if we could get Brandon on. He has kind of a tends to be
Shy.
I don't know if shy is the word. I was gonna say kind of dirty minded.
Uh-oh.
He might take it to places we can't talk
Might have
about
to-
on the air.
Guard that beep button.
Yeah, might have to blur him out. Do we have a beep?
Not yet.
We should get that.
We do have that.
There we go. We've
So
been
there's-
needing that for a while.
Yeah, I haven't used it much.
So we got some new drops. We got big guests coming up. We're making it big here
Yeah,
at the 12 o'clock siren.
The Spice Girls song will not be next week. We'll we'll remove that one. Every time this song plays, it dies.
Yeah.
So next week it'll be something else. My
Yeah.
brother has got a request in,
Oh, yeah?
and you will find out.
Cool. I want to hear it. I want to hear other people's requests for the 5-question song.
Yeah.
Name a tune.
One of his was 50 cents 5 questions or
Oh, yeah?
21 questions.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. So you're going to rap?
Hey, shorty, I've got questions 5. That's what he we were cracking up on that the other day. But I won't do that one.
That's all right. We'll throw him a curveball.
Yeah. But I got a good one coming up for next week.
Well, that's cool.
And then the return of old Jaime.
Yeah, James. James will be back for the next episode.
Yep.
So that's cool. We're missing James, man. It's kind of
Yep.
weird.
You got plans this weekend?
Let's see. This weekend, I believe I'm going to work on my house.
Cool.
I'm going to try to add some lights in my living room.
You gonna go to that Home Depot?
Yeah, I've already been. I've got some stuff. I'm not sure if what I've got will work or not after taking a look in the attic.
Ah.
I went up there and noticed that there is a hard duct right where I need these can lights to be.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to have to regroup and try something different.
You can't cuss the framers on this one.
Yeah, yeah, right. Or I could, but it would have been 100 years ago or
Yeah.
whenever my house was framed.
Yeah. I was afraid you're gonna say a varmint or something.
There may be a varmint up there. I hope not. So, yeah, I'm going to work on that. I think I'm going to work on my house and make my wife happy for once.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're I think we're doing the wrestling Friday night.
Oh, that's cool.
Going to the
Is that tomorrow night?
WC, yeah.
WWE
What is it?
SmackDown?
So it's SmackDown.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
AAC.
There
I
you go.
think.
That'll be fun, dude.
I reckon.
You going to take a sign?
Taking Garrett. Should I?
Yeah, you got to make a sign.
Pathetic attempt to get on TV.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna say.
Make a sign and like do something on the back of it because they'll check your sign, I think.
What do you mean? Do something on the back?
Do something cool on the front and then do something totally different on the back.
12 o'clock siren on the back.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I
good one.
might do that. Yeah. I guess I'll have to go get some poster board.
Good one. You'll have to find a way to get in front of the camera. Maybe
I'll
make
find a way.
maybe make a spectacle of yourself.
Yeah. I usually go, like, when I go to a sporting event, I'll get a poster board and say pathetic attempt to get on TV. And have, like, if it's TBS, like, have the TBS in the whole word. Not, like, neatly organized to look like the logo. Just highlight those letters.
Do you
And,
ever
I've done it me and Matt did it at a Boston Celtics game. And my buddy Peter and I did it at a Tampa game,
Oh, right
Ranger
on.
game.
you ever watch College Game Day?
Not too much, no.
Okay, well the College Game Day is filmed in front of whatever
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
whatever campus they're on or wherever the game takes place. Like for Texas OU, it's at the fair. But in the crowd behind the stage is all these amazing signs, and a lot of them are so-and-so coach pours the milk before the cereal or what, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
I've seen a lot of funny Nickelback
Oh yeah,
signs
Yeah.
in there and like Venmo.
yeah. There's a lot of good stuff these days. People are funny.
Got any sign ideas?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know
Think
who
about it.
exactly is on SmackDown. I'm not as familiar with WWE these days. I found a new wrestling. I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. It's a new company to focus my attention on.
Cool.
A few actually.
Cool.
So WWE kind of left me behind.
Speaking of which, when's that XFL start?
This spring, I believe. It's coming
Is
up.
it that quick?
Yeah, it's coming up.
And that'll be at the old Rangers Stadium, huh?
Yeah, that'll be. They retrofitted it for
Yeah.
a football field, right?
Yeah.
I guess the field's a little different. The rules are a little different. I don't know if you've looked them up. They're a little bit different than the NFL.
Do you know how they compare to the original XFL?
I don't. I think they learned some lessons there, and they may or may not do some of the things they did before. I know they're taking a little more serious.
Yeah.
I'm
other one was
excited.
a disaster.
I like football, so
Should be
yeah,
cool.
it was. The first attempt at that was kind of lame.
They'll figure it out this time.
It's hard to go against something like the NFL.
Yeah.
It's a powerhouse.
Yeah. A lot of football going on in Texas.
Right.
That's why they're doing it in the spring.
I like it, though. Have you ever been to arena football?
No, I haven't.
Brandon Smith has gone to some arena football games. He told me it was amazing.
Hmm.
If you like a lot of excitement, it's constantly scoring. The
Yeah.
scores are like
Yeah.
crazy numbers, like basketball scores almost. So that's cool.
Yeah, because receivers can, like, run.
Yeah, and the field is shorter. I think
yeah.
the field's like 60 yards rather than 100. So you can almost throw the length of that field. Or their quarterbacks can. I can't.
Yeah.
I can with like a
I can't either.
vortex football.
Don't look at me.
You remember the Nerf footballs with the wings on the back?
The Whistlers.
Yeah. I threw one of those at James's house, 73 yards. Almost threw my arm and my shoulder out.
Dang, I bet. You didn't warm up at all.
I did. I gradually, we stepped it off, and I threw against Garrett and James.
Wow.
We were trying to impress his kids. Yeah.
73 yards?
Yeah.
Wow.
For real. We walked it.
Wow.
It was significantly farther than Garrett or James.
That's pretty cool.
For the record.
I haven't thrown something that far in a long time.
I heard John Elway could throw a vortex football like 120 yards or something crazy.
God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Those are good back then.
I have some work to do.
Yeah, no doubt. Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Right on.
Well, I think that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
We got
that's
any more?
about all we got to talk about. You're going to wrestling. I'm working on my house. James will be back when?
Sunday.
That's cool. I bet he'll be glad to be back here where it's 50 instead of negative 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on. Well, we should talk to 903 and then get out of here.
What about 903?
That they are our official sponsor. 903
You know, speaking of
broadband.
903, I had a perfect drop for
Yeah?
them earlier, and I totally missed it with my Wi-Fi joke.
Oh yeah. So should we do a segue?
Well, that was my really terrible segue into talking
Ah.
about 903 broadband for all your Wi-Fi needs. Located in Leonard, Texas. Here, give them a shout.
Give them a call
Local internet.
for local people.
That's it.